Hello, and thank you for joining me. This is Freewill Tarot, and my name is Harmony. Hello. And this reading is going to be for the sign of Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and thank you for joining me. I start out giving my messages by giving you a couple of messages here that Spirit really wants you to hear. Then we'll go deeper into the tarot portion of your reading. Now, with that being said, Virgo, let's go ahead and get started. You guys start out here with the Broken Heart card. So some of you could be going through a breakup at this time, or for others of you, there is still like old past grief that you're dealing with, you know, old past trauma from the past, maybe old relationships that were broken in the past, or even things from your childhood is the reason this card usually shows up, right? You might not even be dealing with anything right now, but this is kind of energy you have been suppressing for a long time. Is the reason that Spirit is bringing this back up to you, because there's something within you that needs to kind of come to the surface and be relieved here, Virgo, for some of you. All right. And of course, I know not all of you are dealing with this kind of energy. So please check your moon, sun, and rising if that's not the case. But however, this is a message that someone out there that is a Virgo that needs to hear, that, you know, you are dealing with some kind of, and the message here also is for you at this time to prioritize yourself and self-care, and to give yourself compassion as you go through this time right now of releasing this old energy, because behind the scenes the universe is working with you to release this out of your body. So some of you might be feeling a little bit more emotional and might not know why, a little bit more sensitive. Maybe some of you might even feel like you want to be alone a little bit, or feel a little depressed. Of course, not all of you, but the reason for that is something within you have suppressed for a long period of time, and it needs to release. It needs to come out of your system here, okay, out of your body. For others of you, this is where you have just dealt with the ending of something, and it could be an ending of a relationship, or ending of a job, or something that you have put a lot of time and energy into that has caused you some kind of heartbrokenness, okay? And the message is still the same. This is a time for you to allow yourself to heal, to give yourself compassion, to love yourself, to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself here, and allow yourself to feel what it is that you feel without always having to shield or cover that up, okay? You also got the Faith card with that Broken Heart card here. So Spirit is calling on you to have faith in the unseen, even if things don't seem like they're changing, or even if you feel like you put a lot of time and effort into something, or anything, a relationship, a job, anything that you feel like you've put a lot of faith into, or it's telling you to keep the faith here, okay? So I'm going to read this to you as well, Virgo. It says, faith sustains manifestations even when there's no visible evidence. Keep believing. Strengthen your faith by affirming that everything is working out in your favor, because it is. Okay? So again, this is again another nod to you from Spirit, or your spirit team, telling you that they are with you and guiding you through at this time. And there's nothing that, you know, any challenges that you're dealing with, any kind of heartbrokenness that you're still dealing with, for you to continue to have faith, right? And sometimes when we have relationships and they end, we start to think like, oh, I'm never going to get in a relationship again, or I'm never going to get married again, or I'm never going to do that again. And really, that's not the way to go about it. Everything that happens is a learning situation. We're supposed to learn through those challenges. And the most important thing we should learn is not so much about, you know, what that other person did to us, or the relationship. But we're supposed to learn more about ourselves and how to love ourselves better, and things that we shouldn't tolerate or sacrifice when it comes to ourselves, okay? And continue to have faith that those things in true love and relationship, if that is the case for you, it will come to you. You have to be open enough to receive it, right? But it will come. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get deeper into your tarot portion reading. And again, I know not all of you are dealing with that energy. So again, please check your moon, sun, and rising. All right, let's start out here in the past here. I do have the Eight of Pentacles here, where some of you, this has something to do with work here, or this is just something that you put a lot of time, money, and energy into to try to create something. Some of you, it was a relationship. You maybe put a lot of time and energy into that. Again, sorry about the lighting. Or this is where you are a physical job, where you were working a lot at a job trying to build something up here. But with that, you know, the weird thing about it is you got the limitation card with that. So again, at the same time, it was something about that making you feel trapped or stuck here with this Eight of Swords, right? Whether it was a job, maybe you didn't feel free, you wasn't able to really express yourself, maybe that you felt like it was trapping you, where you couldn't feel free or express yourself the way you wanted. If it was in a relationship, maybe you felt like you put a lot of time and energy and you really were trying to build up that relationship, but something about it still made you feel like you wasn't free, or you were kind of trapped in that particular situation for some of you, okay? Right now, you have the Three of Wands in the center of the reading here, right? The Three of Wands, there we go, there that lighting go. The Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in. So this is where you've kind of made a choice for yourself, or a certain decision in life that you wanted to go, and now you're just waiting to see what is about to unfold on the horizon here, okay? And with that is the Lovers card, okay? So if some of you are dealing with some kind of relationship issue, the Lovers does also represent a choice that needs to be made. And sometimes it's a choice between two people, but it's a significant choice that needs to be made. Are you or are you not going to invest into this relationship? And that could be something that you're asking someone else as well, Virgo. But this is also where it could be, if it's not a relationship, where you've invested something or building something or trying to create something, and now you're just waiting to see if things are going to pan out for you, or everything you put into it, are you going to get it back now, right? This is a time for you guys, because you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords here. So this is a time for Spirit is calling you to be curious about new things, right? This is a time, if you've been thinking about starting new projects or starting something new, this is the time for you to do that. If you've been thinking about dipping your toe back in a dating scene or getting into a relationship, this is also time for you to be curious about those things, because there are new things getting ready to come in for you, okay? That will bring you in some happiness if you allow yourself to. This is a time for you to kind of look for, again, with the Curiosity card, here we go again with the Page of Wands, excitement, something new, something. Some of you might need to take a little break, a little time out, maybe go on a little trip or a little vacation to spark some kind of new creative energy into you. For those of you who have ended a relationship or contemplating ending a relationship, for some of you, again, with this heartbroken card, this is a time for you to kind of allow yourself to heal, rejuvenate, if that does mean taking a trip, or so you can regain to be excitement back within you and the passion back within you. Spirit is calling on you to do that, okay? For some of you, you're in the start of starting something new or a new project, or even entering into a new relationship for some of you, okay? Spirit is telling you to kind of release some things from the past. So whatever, they don't want you carrying old emotional pain and wounds into your new cycle, because we're all in a new cycle, right? Each and every one of us. So this is like a reminder with this hoarding card. Don't be rigid. Don't hold on to things from the past. Don't, sit there and worry about, don't be stuck on money, fixated on money and financial endeavors like that, right? This is a time for you to be excited and free, to be open enough to receive. Allow yourself to go through the process of healing so you can be prepared to receive and look for new things and new challenges in your life here, okay? It's also a time for some of you to collaborate if you are thinking about starting a new venture or product. I don't know where I have product. Some of you might be doing some kind of product, but this is a new project or a new venture that some of you are thinking about doing or starting in a new way. But this came out with this collaboration. So you could be trying to build or work with someone here. Okay, and Spirit is really calling you, do not try to cling on to control, Virgo, at this time, right? It says clinging to control, possessions, or routines may be rooted in insecurity. So again, trying to control something. All right, be free enough to let those things go. You have the Wheel of Fortune here in your future here, right? So again, some of you could be worried about the future, because what I have with that is the Nine of Swords, if I can pick it up. Okay, so you do have the Nine of Swords with that, and that's anxiety. So some of you could be worried about the future, maybe worried about finances, maybe worried about, a relationship, or just worried about how things are going to go, especially with the state of the world. Sometimes you could just be a little anxious, a little worried a little depressed about the future. Yours personally, though, here with the anxiety card here. Okay? But Spirit is telling you to allow yourself to heal and to have faith, remember. Don't worry about the future. And Virgos, you guys always land on your feet. You know, no matter, I know a couple of Virgos, and no matter what, they might go through some patches. But they always land on their feet, right? But, you know, I do know you guys do not open up that much, but it's a call for you guys to kind of allow yourself to open up and express the beautiful parts of who you are. This is not time for you to always shield yourself here. With the Nine of Wands, you guys have been through a lot here. The Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior, someone that has overcome a lot of battles and challenges in their life, but yet they still stand. And it's at the 9, so this is Nine of Wands, so you're getting close to the 10, which is the completion here. And you do have the 10 of Cups here as well, which is once you complete this process, you go through this process of healing, you go through the process of releasing and allowing yourself to be free and to really learn the lessons you've learned through this cycle, and to get more adaptable again and quit putting so much weight and pressure on yourself or isolating yourself here. This is called for you to be balanced. I really think they want you guys to balance out your emotions. You know, and I know Virgos are not emotional. What I mean is you keep a lot of things on the inside, Virgo. All right? And this is a time for you to be adaptable and flexible, especially with yourself. Have compassion with yourself here. All right? You have the 10 of Swords, but it's in reverse, right? Again, there's another 10. So 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Again, with that Wheel of Fortune. So again, it's something new getting ready to happen for you guys. It says what once crushed you is now becoming your catalyst to transformation. And that kind of goes well with this Nine of Wands when I said the Wounded Warrior card. Been through a lot of challenges. But now, you know, you're almost at the 10. And here we go with the 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay? And so this is you getting back on track. Getting back where it is you want to be. And deciding where you go from here. Okay? After you kind of go through this process of healing or, you know, reflecting and allowing yourself to open up here. A lot of you are afraid of being hurt or disappointed because of the past, so you kind of shield yourself here. This is in your hopes and fears with the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups talks about loss and grief and sadness, being hurt and disappointed here, or feeling alone or lost. Okay, so this is in your hopes and fears. So this is where, you know, what you guys probably need to release here. This is something that you've probably been carrying from a long time based from your childhood or previous relationships that have hurt you or disappointed you. And you've been carrying it around, even though you might show up as you're together and shield. But this is something that you still are processing that you need to release here. And get back power and control over yourself here with the Queen of Wands. Right? Being back on your full throne of power here. And allow yourself to heal here with the Star card here. Okay, and this is you in the outcome with the King of Pentacles. This is you with the rejuvenation card here with the Star card. So this is allowing yourself to heal and go through the process here. You're in a process of, you're progressing though if you are experiencing this energy. And it says rejuvenation. Hope is renewed after a period of adversity, Virgo. The future is bright with new possibilities. So there's no need for you guys to fear the future or the unknown, or, you know, be kind of anxious about anything. I would say relationships, finances, or anything like that. Just allow yourself to heal, Virgo, and go through the processes that you need to go through in life, in this journey at this time, right? Know that you are very close, and release some of the control or trying to worry about not being hurt again, because that is in your hopes and fears. You won't, you know, being hurt sometimes is a part of learning. You know, it doesn't mean we need to always shield ourselves from it. That's when we become stronger from it. Okay? You have the 10 of Cups here twice. So there's brand new things getting ready to happen for you, and a brand new blessings where you guys are going to be very happy. So if that's something you guys are worried about, just go through the process and continue to have faith, even in the unseen here, okay? That is what I have for you, Virgo. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments how this resonates with you. It really helps me a lot. It helps me grow my channel, and I would appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you guys watching. You have no idea how much that means to me. Each and every one of you matter to me, okay? Thank you for being here, and thank you for your time. Bye for now.